This is Life in the 1900s newspapers, where I read the words from old vintage newspapers to you. Today, we'll be reading a paper from the swingin' 30s. In the 1930s, there was a lot of depressing news in the paper, but this video is about the uplifting news.
Prosperity is just around the corner, say the hopeful headlines. But around the corners wind the lengthening bread lines, and a whole new class of citizens appears in American society, the new poor.
To forget their troubles, people lined up to see the movies. We will be reading the Seattle Post-Intelligencer from Seattle, Washington, dated November 3rd, 1935. It is the March of Events stage and screen section, full of the latest gossip about those movie folks. Five leading roles in Year. Olivia de Havilland, too busy for romance. Here she is as the heroine of Captain Blood, cosmopolitan production, based upon Raphael Sabatini's novel. Errol Flynn plays the title role. In future years, I suppose, Olivia de Havilland will have learned all the tricks and stock answers used for interviews. I hope not. Right now, she's refreshingly honest, speaks spontaneously without praise be, that careful weighing of words which eventually characterize most veteran interviewees. She could have put on a swell act when I asked her why her name hasn't been linked in some romance. After all, Olivia has been in Hollywood for 1 year. She has become quite important. She could have flung her arms out and dramatized, "Romance? Oh, 'tis not for me. My career is everything." It's been done before, and I'm afraid will be done often again. But not by Olivia. She gave simple truth. "I've had 3 weeks off in 1 year," she said. "That doesn't leave much time for meeting boys. When you're working, you haven't time to think of other things. And come to think of it, I haven't met any available young men in the little time I've had between pictures to involve me romantically." Cutting Eyelashes Futile by Gladys Glad. Among certain Brazilian tribes, I am told, eyelashes are considered anything but desirable features. In that part of the globe, it seems, the Brazilian belles think it a mark of beauty to have no eyelashes at all. They therefore pluck their lashes out by the roots, and when they flirt with a local beau, they give him a very naked wink. That certainly is different from our ideas. Long, fringing lashes are highly admired in Europe and America. Even back in the Victorian age, women prized pretty lashes, and many of them had the habit of cutting their lashes in the hope that this would promote their growth. Nowadays, you don't very often hear of girls clipping their lashes, but there still are some who do. And let me tell you that it is a mighty dangerous and quite futile practice. Youth takes on a note of sophistication in this hairdress, worn by Ida Lupino. While her hair is plain in back, a row of soft curls completely encircle the head. The forehead is covered and the ears bare in this novel arrangement. It seems like in the 30s, all the young ladies wanted to become movie starlets. They bought tons and tons of movie magazines to read all about their favorite Hollywood stars. Some of them would run away from home and go to that famous Mecca, Hollywood.
More than 70 million people in the United States go to the movies each week to get away from their cares and to find entertainment, romance, and thrills on the magic screen. But only a few understand how the lights and shadows on the screen are controlled to make us see a motion picture. A motion picture is really only a fast series of still photographs that overlap in your mind. Tracings of two of these still photographs, placed one on top of the other, show that each of the two photographs has caught the press in a slightly different position. Here is the way the first photograph looks. This is the way the second photograph looks. Now let's take the complete series in rapid succession. Faster. Persistence of vision makes us see two pictures at once. As a result, there is an appearance of motion. So motion pictures are just still pictures joined together on a long strip of film. When you see motion pictures, you get a true picture of what really happens. A picture that you could never see in any other way.
Can you guess the starlet? Take a close look at this 1930s young lady. In later years, she would become famous in her role as a married woman whose life goal is to become a celebrity. Perhaps this picture will tip you off to who it is. She will later get rid of her blonde curls and get red ones. That's right, it's Lucille Ball, the one and only.
In a red velvet gown, whatever is her name, never has it been said they call her the lady in red. Say, have you ever met the girl who's the toast of the town? A work of art without a question, who gives your heart a quick ingestion. Say, have you ever met the dream in the red velvet gown? If you will pardon my suggestion, you'd better write her number down. She's the gay young bird all the magazines feature. On my word, she's the zippiest creature. Oh, she's the Valentine all the movies are after. She won't sign 'cause she really don't have to. I declare, oh, the lady in red. The fellows are crazy for the lady in red. She's a bit gaudy, but lordy, what a personality. Oh, the lady in red is fresh as a daisy when the town is in bed. Dancing and dining and shining with originality. She's very proper, She's nothing more than a pal, but oh me and oh my, you'd never stop her. She'd be a dangerous gal if she should ever meet the right guy. Oh, the lady in red. The fellows are crazy for the lady in red. Is she a study? Oh, buddy, what a personality.
Dog owners organize to protect pets from unjust legislation and to observe laws. Out in the dog-loving community of Los Angeles, they're organizing to prove the theory that a dog is a man's best friend. It's a gesture long needed everywhere. The organization is known as the Tail Wagger Foundation of America, and officers, directors, and communities serve gratuitously. Those who do not like dogs are a small minority, but somehow they have always ruled and foisted much silly legislation that is palpably unfair to those who look upon dogs with a friendly eye. Funds will be raised among the dog lovers for dog shelters, drinking fountains, and recovery burrows for lost pooches. Movie Go Round by Luella, Parsons, Hollywood. Expensive New York modistas will have to hold up their right hands and swear that they won't send more than one model of dressed to Hollywood. Mrs. Clark Gable gave a party last Saturday night and wore a stunning gown. A few minutes later, in walked Mrs. Freddie March in the same kind of dress. Rhea and Florence had no more than made the best of the situation and laughed over it when in came Mildred Knopf in the same model. Members of the film colony will soon demand a certificate that it's an exclusive with each dress they receive. The far-famed bizarre movie sets Josef von Steinberg gave to Marlene Dietrich are nothing compared to his new house. It is the most amazing example of modernism yet to strike Hollywood. The room partitions are not in the conventional plaster and wood, but are made of glass, through which you can see into the next room, and are bulletproof as well as soundproof. Done in shimmering silver, the house deviates from the modernistic principle in only one respect. It is protected from public invasion by an old-fashioned moat.
Whatever is her name, never has it been said. They call her the Lady in Red. Say, have you ever met the girl who's the toast of the town? A work of art without a question, who gives your heart a quick ingestion. Say,